M does this too.
Yeah.
What does she do?
Well, you know, like the
She's
parties, right?
What parties? 12 a.m. parties.
Have you never met that?
No.
Nick and Maddie told me about that. And Will.
Nick Abrams?
Yeah, in English.
12 a.m. I've never.
I didn't tell you about that. Hella
Discord?
No. Just look at this. No, I'll tell you.
Listen to Tyler, Kanye.
It's a really good.
Okay. Okay,
There's a lot of
Tyler.
variety.
It is. Very cultured, man. Very seasoned.
I know.
Elton John, yes.
There's a lot of pop, a lot of.
You like it.
I like it. And Kendrick. I like the whole Kendrick album.
Really?
It's from down. Yeah.
This is good.
Purple Butterfly.
Early Christmas. That's fire.
Hit 'em up.
Very, very cultured. Very seasoned. No surprise. Yeah.
That's not, I think.
Okay.
I mean, I can do whatever.
Okay. What should I start with?
I can introduce us.
Okay.
Then you say something about like team.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Did you interview him?
Do your job.
Wait, what are you gonna do first half? Stand here.
Do your job.
Can you just like see numbers?
Yeah. I can spot.
Do we have papers?
Huh?
Papers? Rosters?
Oh yeah, I'll get them for you. Oh, so you wanna?
I don't know, he always says that. But the game starts off for 12 and then. Well, that's when everything else will happen. This will be all the seniors and all the blank. So just start when the game starts. That's like right before. So like after the national anthem, I guess. Or after the senior. Who'd you talk to? Nick?
Nick, AJ, Braden, Jack, Anthony, Elijah, Makai, Buck,
Who's Buck?
Joseph,
Oh, Ken.
Buck, Carlos.
Ferguson?
Yeah. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
AJ.
Yeah, you said that. You got Ant? Elijah Ruffin. Where's Holy Cross? Like, where is that?
It's in Massachusetts.
Is that D2 or D1?
D1.
Oh yeah, I did see that play.
They play. Bro, what happened at TCU, bro?
But I'm at Florida State. They wrote a rookery of eagles on it.
I know, that's what I was saying.
Oh. Mason always says that. That can be you next year, Chandler. Please do that. Please take Mason's job and just say rookery of eagles every play. Why? Why? Please do that. That'd be so fun.
You got that.
Heck no. What else does he say? You ready, Kinley?
Ready for what?
Nick Abrams, number 0. What did Mackay say?
I can't repeat what he said. Actually.
You should play it on on video during the broadcast. What's your name? Nick Abrams. 3 stars. Almost a 4-star. Snub.
He only enjoying it.
Still though. He's not even leading the team attackers anymore. He's washed.
Falling off. Ooh, it was this night. Ooh, 2 years ago today.
You can say that.
We lost bad. We at that game, remember? And we were winning. It was 24-7 in the like 24-10 in the fourth quarter. Or end of the third quarter. Boom. Onside kick. Boom. Punt. Drop the punt. No, it was the onside kick. No, we punted it. They got it, but went back and forth, whatever.
You have 4 and 7.
Then
God.
onside kick. Go to that. Go to that.
I know.
Go to
How
that
do you see
year.
schedule?
It was an
Oh,
onside
here.
kick, and Zach.
Here.
Remember Zach Moore?
Yeah.
It hit his chest.
Oh yeah,
And they
27-24.
picked it up. Yes, exactly. They picked it up, and they scored.
7-0.
We were winning, bro. It was like
Our team was so bad there.
7-0, 10-0, something like that. And then they came
4-7.
or 24.
4 and 7.
We were.
Yeah. See what Ty did the other day?
They're good. Sever's good. Wait. 2 touchdowns. They're 5-1.
We need a Ty bus for Benjamin. Where's that other kid, Channing? Where's Greg Small?
Downstairs. Why do you hate it?
Huh? It's because he thought Palazzo was. He said Palazzo was Jeff. They're not even the same race.
No glazing day today,
Bro, I had to do my bike with the same guy I was last.
Welcome, fans, to John McDonogh Stadium for today's varsity football game. Today, the 6-1 McDonogh Eagles, coached by Hakeem Souley, host the 4-2 Calvert Hall Cardinals, coached by Josh Ward. Good luck to both teams.
Quite popular.
Huh?
Quite popular.
Yeah. We're basically famous. Will Nick be the best player next year? We're getting
Unless somebody steps
we're
up.
getting a receiver recruit, right? That's what Ty was
Just,
telling me.
Branch. James Branch.
Yeah.
He shadowed here, but he didn't come to San Francisco.
Best spot.
And then, who else? Apparently getting the number
McDonogh has won the toss and elected to defer.
3 player in our class.
Who? The receiver?
Oh, no, off.
Calvert Hall will receive the opening kickoff to start the first half.
9 is Josh. Oh no, 9's Velocity.
Would everyone please rise for the performance of our national anthem, sung by the McDonogh Concert Choir under the direction of Mr. Scott Barton. Thank you.
Okay. Wait, why is this connected to the wrong thing?
It was working. It works.
No, but this is headset 1, and I'm wearing headset 2. Wait, give me this.
I mean, I just tried it with him.
No, this is the one I rock with.
Oh, you are.
Yeah. Okay, so wait. This is mine, and this is yours. No, but it's like not the same. It's backwards.
Sure.
Yeah. Cause look, headset 1. So this is you. Wait, so let me go on this side.
Junior number
Are you
22,
sure?
Aiden
Yeah.
Zoller.
Because I just tried it.
No, no, it's fine.
And when I pressed...
Trust me. Okay, let's start.
Because when I had headset 1 with headset 1...
No, but this says headset 2.
No, but he heard
Okay.
me.
It's fine.
No, but if I press it... You know what I mean? No.
Headset 1 is connected to this one.
Okay.
Welcome back, everyone. Wow.
No, go press it.
This is mine.
Okay.
Welcome back, everyone, to another McDonogh football game. Today is senior night, and we will see the 6-1 McDonogh Eagles face off against Calvert Hall, who are 4-2. Opening kickoff there is by Aiden Zoller, and Calvert Hall takes it back to the 20-yard line. My name is Colin King, and my partner here is Kali Rothman.
Hello, everybody. This is Kali Rockman coming to you live at the McDonogh Eagles football game today. I was talking to some of the players today, specifically Nick Abrams, and he was telling me, the mindset for this game is just to execute. They came in here with a strategy and a well-developed practice, and all they have to do is execute, and that's how they win the game. The better team who executes the best wins this game. That's all it is. Simple.
open gap by number 44 in Calvert Hall. That is Max Garland. And so some key players to look out for Calvert Hall is
Number 44, Max
Makai
Garland
Brown,
on
the
carry
quarterback,
for
who so
Calvert
far
Hall.
this year has 518 yards, 69% release
Number
percentage,
12,
4
CJ
touchdowns, and
Davis.
0 interceptions. They have Jane Davenport, the receiver, 10 catches for 230 yards. First play, that's not what you want to see from the Eagles defense, allowing a big gap to open and a 20-yard gain for the Calvert Hall. Motion here by number 4. Option play, hands it off to number 26. Missed tackle, and brought down by Nick Abrams, number 0.
Number 26, Azuria Holmes with the carry. Flag on the play.
The mentality of today's McDonogh Eagles defense is really to just hit everything. So as we see the Calvert Hall Cardinals push the ball down the field running it, we hope to see that the D-line, the boys in the trenches, really lock in and smack something right here today.
Face mask on McDonogh.
There's a face mask call on McDonogh, so they will back up 15 yards. This has been really brutal start to the game for the Eagles defense. Some key players to look out on the Eagles defense is Camden Launslager, a UNC commit, 47 tackles, 1 sack this year. Nick Abrams, as we've already mentioned, 45 tackles, 2 sacks. Anthony Redfern, Brandon Finney, Elijah Crawford. Another run up the middle. Penetration, but Joseph Buchanan couldn't make the tackle and brought down. Is that Nick?
That's Brandon.
Tackle there by Brandon
Number 6,
Finney,
John
the
Escuco
4-star
on the carry.
corner committed to Oregon.
Number 5, Carlos Ferguson with the tackle.
No, that wasn't Carlos.
Some other players to look out on defense is Makai McClendon, a sophomore, Jake Mass, and Joseph Buchanan, a 5-star. Ball here on the 36-yard line. Seen only run so far. We'll see first pass, screen pass number 2. Buchanan and Jake Mass there with the tackle. Number 2 for Calvert Hall is Chris Hewitt Jr.
Good to see these two teams battling out early. These two teams have a lot of history. 2 years ago today on senior night, which is tonight, the McDonogh Eagles lost a heartbreaker in the 4th quarter to the Calvert Hall Cardinals. So let's see if we can pull it through tonight.
3rd and 5 here. This will be a crucial stop. Jet pass. Touch pass number 2 again. Good tackle.
Yes.
Number 12, Jeff Exenor was there. Or CJ Davis, that's my apologies. Also, Joshua Brown, number 11, was there on the tackle. Good stop by the McDonogh Eagles defense. We saw some early penetration with the Eagles defense allowing big runs to the Cardinals. 4th down here, I expect them to go for it, and they will go for it. 4 receivers wide, 3 to the left. Gun formation. Single coverage on all sides, no high safeties. Quick look left, short pass, dropped. Dropped by number 9, JT Taggart, a senior. So great stop there by the McDonogh Eagles defense. What other players have you talked to about today's game, Carly?
I talked to a lot of people today. Anthony Redfern and Elijah Crawford, 2 of McDonogh Eagles defense's key players, key contributors. Their real main mentality is just to really, like I said earlier, hit everything that moves. Be very physical, extremely physical. Don't hold back at all. And I talked to Jack Harrison, one of the offensive linemen today, in the trenches, telling me it's a brisk, cold day, windy all day, a little chilly, but a beautiful, beautiful day to play some football.
Yeah, we see the McDonogh Eagles offense take the field for the first time this game, of course, led by quarterback Brain Palazzo. So far this year has 900 passing yards, 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and that's only playing in 4 of the Eagles' 7 games. Quickly looking to his right, that's Jansen Craig with the reception. Quickly tackled for a minimal gain. Palazzo took a shot there. Some other key players on offense is running back Michael Tan, who has 69 carries for 370 yards so far this year and 3 touchdowns. Jeff Exenor Jr., a Penn State football commit for receiver, 14 catches, 310 yards and 3 touchdowns. Brandon Finney, as I previously mentioned, a Oregon cornerback commit, who has 14 catches, 289 yards and 6 touchdowns. And then Jansen Craig, a junior, who has 169 yards and 2 touchdowns. Second down here for the Eagles. Handed off to Michael Tan, immediately stopped. Among the players on the Cardinals defense was Cole Ferreira, a senior.
Michael Tan with the carry.
Key third down here for the McDonogh Eagles offense. They of course want to set a tempo for this game. Don't want to have your first drive of the game be a 3-and-out. 3rd and 9, we see Jansen Craig come into the game. Brandon Finney and Jeff Exnor on the left side of your screen. Michael Tan in the backfield. And Carlos Ferguson and Jansen Craig are their 2 receivers on the right. 5-down lineman. Backs up. Trying to get out of the pocket, but brought down by number 3 again. That is Cole Ferreira. 2 good plays by him, and we will see a McDonogh Eagles punt. What are your thoughts on the starters of this game, Kali?
I hope this game goes really well for us today. You know, again, it's a rivalry game in conference play. Always some of the hardest, no matter what the record is of the other team. It's always going to be physical. That's just MIAA football for you. You know, like I said before, these 2 teams have a lot of history. When we talk about championships and just in-season play and even playoffs, these 2 teams have gone at it very, very hard all the time. So it's always a matchup. Always a matchup. You know, they got the best of us 2 years ago. We got the best of them 1 year ago. And, you know, it's even right now. In recent times, it's even. So it's anybody's game.
Yeah, as Kelly mentioned, McDonogh won 42-14 last year away at Calvert Hall. Nice punt there. Goes to the 38-yard line for the Cardinals. King Cashman there down the punt. And Aiden Zoller, if I'm not mistaken, was the punter. So we saw the Cardinals heavily use the run game on that first drive. They got down to the opposing 37-yard line, but there's a drop on 4th down. He was open, though, so there has been some open gaps and some missed tackles so far by this Eagles defense. Let's see if they can clean up some of their early mistakes here. Quick handoff again. Quickly brought down by number 1. That's Caden Cashman. A sophomore. Joshua Brown, the senior, was also there on the play.
John Espuco with the carry.
Chandler, is that a Juha?
2nd and 6.
This kid. What else should I mention? Key player on the defense, Nick Abrams, recently got a 3-star rating at 89 out of 100 scale, 1 point away from being a 4-star. He has really stepped up for this Eagles defense so far. Pressure by Caden Cashman. Couldn't bring him down. Nick Abrams is there. Almost picked off. Is that Finney? Right?
Where?
3?
And red, right?
Redford? No.
Who's
on the far right? Is that Finney, right?
That's 0, Nick.
No.
Nick with the bands on his
Pass
arm.
Finney.
Okay, that's Finney.
Interception there almost made by Finney, 4-star recruit. We're going to see a big departure on this defense next year as a lot of key starters, including, as I mentioned, Ken Lonsliger, Anthony Redfern, Brandon Finney, Elijah Crawford. Jeff Exnor also gets in there on defense sometimes, Jake Mass. This will really be a huge difference next year, so we need to see guys like Nick Abrams step up. Good tackle. Oh, missed tackle by Finney.
Espuco with the carry.
Running back there was John Escuco, who has 47 carries this year for 245 yards and 1 touchdown. First down there by Calvert Hall. Another key player who stepped up in recent weeks is Jamison Exnor, the brother of Jeff Exnor. He has had a couple sacks. He is a sophomore. First down here.
4th and inches at the McDonogh 46.
Oh, 4th and inches. On the McDonogh 46. Handed off. Brought down by Nick Abrams. This run game has really been effective so far. How do you think the Eagles need to stop this, Kali?
I think, you know, just really to lock in, you know, as the game goes, we will get better. It's early. It's out of character, you know, really for this Eagles defense. You know, we have a lot of big guys down there, a lot of high quality, you know, D1 type of guys like Elijah Crawford, Joseph Buchanan. You know, so I really do think that we are the better team in this, the more physical team, and that we can win this game. It's just about repetition, getting comfortable right now. It's like I said, it's early on. We will lock in, and it'll happen.
Yeah, we've seen this Eagles team overcome adversity already in this year, of course, with star quarterback Brain Palazzo being out. There's another big gap brought down by C.J. Davis and Anthony Redfern, but we saw Palazzo miss 3 games so far with a high ankle sprain, and the Eagles went 2-1 in that stretch, with the only loss being to it was Archbishop Spalding, right? Being Archbishop Spalding, which is a 45-0 blowout, but Eagles didn't have a passing game. If I'm not mistaken, that was the first game after Palazzo got hurt. So, but 2 straight wins, and they're looking for a 3rd straight here. And Khalid said this is a really important game. Rivalry. Calvert Hall is talking some trash on social media, I've heard. Short little pass there to the 26-yard line. Abrams was there along with Anthony Redfern and C.J. Davis.
I guess you can say that this is a perfect display of MIAA football. 2 high-level A conference teams. Conference play is always hard. They're driving it down on us right now, and they have been in the past drive. But it's MIAA football, physical on both sides of the ball, and it's competitive. No matter, you can't underestimate anybody in this game.
Quick pass, good play by number 12, C.J. Davis. That's a freshman. It's incredible to see a freshman out there making huge plays on varsity. And as Kalia said, I mean, this Eagles team is really good this year. I mean, they're a top 10 ranked school in Maryland. They have incredible recruits. Joseph Buchanan, he's a 5-star. He's being heavily recruited by Penn State. Nick Abrams has 10 offers, notably from Wisconsin, Notre Dame, Texas A&M, among others. And then so Makai McClendon having a breakout. Oh,
fumble!
Picked up by number 28. That's Camden Lonslager. Huge mistake by the running back of Calvert Hall, and great recognition by Lonslager to pick it up. Yeah, I mean, it's not good, but we could. I'm muted. What? Okay. Mine or his?
Wherever the light is, it has to be red for it.
It is red.
It's not. You can record.
Yeah.
Tells me you guys cutting out and shit.
Like when it's on, when we're talking?
Yeah, I think. I don't know. He just told me to come up and tell you.
Maybe we're standing on something.
I don't think so.
Keep the red light on when you're talking.
But we do.
Yeah, it's clicking and everything.
Yeah, it clicks. It shows red. Quick pass there to Jeff Exenor up to the 40-yard line.
Pass is good enough for an Eagles first down.
First down there for the Eagles.
Incomplete pass by Braden Palazzo down the middle. Overthrown Brandon Finney.
Intended for Brandon Finney. And 10.
Second and 10 Eagles. It's an early game today. Student section is light today at this time. I was talking to A.J. Flowers, who's a key player in the Eagles offensive line. He's injured right now. We were just talking about how the sideline has to be hype and how the student section has to be live for, a good team win today. It's not just the players on the field, but the whole stadium, the whole crowd, all the players and people participating for the McDonogh Eagles.
Palazzo gets out of the pocket. Oh, hit hard there. as he was going down, number 57 on the Cardinals, Caleb Davis, a junior, made the late hit on Palazzo, and that's it'll be 4th down here for the Eagles. Number 22, Aiden Zoller, a 4.5-star recruit, so another high-level player on this Eagles team, and haven't got much going on offense so far, but their defense, it's been sort of a bend-don't-break mentality so far in this game. They got a 4th down stop and then a fumble picked up by Lawnslager. High snap there. Great punt by Zoller. Bounces at the 15, favorable bounce for McDonogh. And they'll stop at the 10-yard line. Josh Brown, the senior, the down man. I don't know. But I don't even know. Like, can they hear us right now?
Let's see if the Eagles defense can really do something right now. The Cardinals are backed up pretty close to their own goal line. And let's see if somebody can make a big play. Deep ball. Josh Brown in coverage. Picked off! Josh Brown! Picked off Josh Brown! He's returning it. 20, 15, 10. Out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Eagles pick it off. Back-to-back. Back-to-back turnovers for the Eagles defense. Like I said, physical guys. Hey, if something moves, the Eagles defense is getting it. If it's somebody, they're hitting it. If there's a ball, they're catching it. There you go, Josh Brown, number 11, a senior for the McDonogh Eagles defense.
Yeah, that was a great catch by Josh Brown. Over his shoulder catch, overthrown by the Cardinals quarterback. Eagles in prime position here to score a touchdown. First and goal here. Not first and goal, it's at the maybe 10 and a couple inches mark. Looking to Exnor, fade ball. Looks like some holding, but yeah, there's the flag. Pass interference. They'll go to the 1-yard line if this is pass interference. Exnor, of course, a big-bodied receiver. Great in those jump ball situations. Seen also Jansen Craig last game. He had over 100 yards and a touchdown. So he's also been a new key element to this offense and adding more explosiveness, adding more versatility. So there's been a lot of players who have stepped up this year. See Michael Tan in the backfield. Also seen Mason Graham, a junior, play some running back this year. Flip the play. We see Exnor in the motion. He's open if they want to throw to him. He's quickly covered. Out by Palazzo. Oh, no. Number 14 there. Brought down Palazzo. That is Jane Davenport, who's also a key receiver on this team. So we see for both of these high school teams a lot of two-way players. Of course, Jeff Exnor does it. Brandon Finney and Jane Davenport for the Cardinals. Collie, how do you think they're going to score here? To what player?
Right now, I think they can run the ball. Mason Graham has been a very, very key player in these types of plays. Very hard-hitting, downhill running back. And they go to him right now, stuffed down the middle. I feel like that the Eagles are really feeling the absence of A.J. Flowers right now. One of their starting offensive linemen. Them boys in the trenches, we're going to step it up on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. They've been running it on us, and, just right now, a big stop. But, we have a lot of key players, Brandon Finney, Carlos Ferguson, Jeff Exnor. We have the ability to score right now in good field position. It's just about executing, like Nick Abrams said. Execute. That's the game plan.
Yeah, we see the end of the first quarter here. Michael Tan got stuffed on that last play. I think you're definitely right about Eagles missing the presence of A.J. Flowers. He's key left guard for them, along with left tackle Jack Harrison. He has been excellent this year. And we will be back in a minute or two. Third and goal here for the Eagles. We see Nick Abrams come onto the field as a fullback. Michael Tan also back there. Oh, overthrown. Unfortunate that the Eagles could not get a touchdown on that drive, starting with great field position, of course, by the interception by Josh Brown. We will see Aiden Zoller come out for a chip shot field goal attempted from the 10-yard line on the left hash. Up and through, and good execution with getting some points on the board so far. I think if we've learned anything from the start of this game, this is going to be a defensive battle. See maybe a lot of turnovers, a lot of the run game being shut down. We saw the Eagles at the beginning, they're giving up some big plays, but after that we saw Lon Slager blow up the run play, and of course got the fumble, and I think it's going to be a very low-scoring game if I had to predict anything.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, it would just take some time for the Eagles defense to, lock in and just get comfortable because, earlier, the fumble, Laudenschlager, up the middle, something that was, kind of hurting them at first, the run game of Calvert Hall, but now, boom, big fumble. And then the defensive line is able to get a good pressure on the quarterback from the overthrow to his receiver, and Josh Brown basically run the route for the receiver and get the interception and, for a big return. And, just getting comfortable in this game, and the offense is going to do the exact same thing. So let's just watch it happen and allow the Eagles to get big plays.
Yeah, Calvert Hall, they haven't seemed as confident in their quarterback. Of course, I haven't seen any of their tape, but they've only, I don't think, besides that one overthrow, we haven't seen a pass attempted more than like 5 or so yards down the field. And with that interception, we might see a more conservative game plan, maybe some more runs, pound the rock. We've seen the fullback, number 44, have some huge runs, and also John Aqua, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, with a couple big runs. So we see this Eagles defense step up at the end of that first quarter. Let's see if they can continue on that on this drive. What do you think they should be looking to do on this drive, Kali?
Definitely stop the run, be physical at the point of attack. Our corners are solid. Josh Brown just proved himself on that last play. I doubt they try to test that. The Calvert Hall Cardinals have had some success throughout this game running the ball, so let's see if they stick with that. But I highly doubt that they test Brandon Finney Jr. and, definitely not Josh Brown. So,
yeah, another run blown up there. We've seen the Calvert Hall run game start to I don't know the word, but like slack off. They haven't the last like 3 or 4 or 5 runs. I don't think they've had one over 3 yards. Jake Moss with a tackle there. You see Three receivers on the field, two to the left, one to the right. Fullback in the game, low snap, another run. And that's another quick stop by the Eagles defense. They've had good penetration up the middle. See some feistiness happening on the field. Camden Launslager, the UNC three-star commit with the tackle there. And third and 7, third and long here for Calvert Hall. I mean, I would expect to pass. I don't think there's any way they'd run the ball. Same formation with two receivers to the right, one to the left. Fullback number 44 has switched sides. Four down linemen for the Eagles, including Nick Abrams, but he backs off. Scrambling out to his right. Launslager and Nick Abrams were coming down on him, and incomplete pass. Another good stop by the Eagles defense.
This pass is incomplete. Brown in the coverage.
Cardinals about to punt the ball off to Michael Tan. Let's see if, we can make a big play out of this. Offense hasn't really been heating up as of right now, but let's see if special teams can make a special play.
Yeah, both of these offenses are sputtering, per se, to start this game. Michael Tan set up at the 37-yard line, so if he has a nice little 10-yard return even, the Eagles will start at midfield and have great field position again. Abrams going for the block, almost gets there. Ball bounces, favorable bounce for the Eagles. They'll start at the 45-yard line. See, Nick Abrams almost got that block there. He's been a real impact player so far in this year. Of course, a junior. Let's see. I think the Eagles' run game hasn't been looking too efficient so far. We've had the running back duo of Michael Tan and Mason Graham. Michael Tan more of an elusive back, receiving back, Christian McCaffrey-esque type player. Then Mason Graham more of a downhill bruiser, like pound the rock at the goal line, short yard situations. We see him come into the game right now, number 6. We have 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 1 high safety for Cardinals. That is number 21, Kyner Crum. Again, sorry if I'm pronouncing names wrong. Immediately stopped at the line is Mason Graham, but he pushes forward and gets back to the line of scrimmage. I mean, you can see that lower body strength, just bulldozed the guy to get back to the line of scrimmage. But that penetration is what we're seeing on both sides of the ball, and I don't think the run game just really hasn't been effective on either side so far.
Yeah, that's some good down south running by Mason Graham from North Carolina. And, I just really don't believe that the Cardinals can really stop our passing attack. It's just a matter of time before we start using it, utilizing our key players, Jefferson Exenor, Brandon Finney. And there we go right there. Brandon Finney, shifty move, stopped at the 50-yard line, good gain, moving the ball.
Yeah, there's that short intermediate passing game. We saw a lot of that last year. We saw a lot of drag slants, I think, getting Palazzo accustomed to this type of play. We had a huge improvement from 2 years ago. We went 4-7 to last year, and this year we're one of the best teams in the country. Go down to Jeff Exner with the catch. Oh, goes down the 10-yard line, but great catch, great ball, back shoulder by Palazzo, great catch by Exenor. And the Eagles are set up in prime position at the 10-yard line.
Big play, big confidence booster for Braden Palazzo. Struggling a little bit early on, but great throw, great ball, great catch by Jefferson Exenor and Braden. Definitely confidence builder. We're in the red zone. We can do a lot of things right here. Fade to Jeff, slant to Brandon, run the ball down the middle with Mason. A lot of things. Good ball by Braden Palazzo.
Yeah, we see Mason Graham in the backfield. Cardinals are line of scrimmage. They have a lot of men there. Jeff Exenor on the sweep. Jet sweep, juking a couple of men, but just goes down. Loss of 4 yards there. I like that, trying to get some motion, give it to one of your key playmakers, but as you've seen so far, these runs, even that jet sweep, I do like that call. Trying to get to the outside with Exenor, of course, really great player, but I think we need to utilize this passing game more. As we've seen when we've passed in these intermediate type passes, we've seen a lot of good gains. 2 receivers on each side here. Tenson Craig in the slot, along with Exenor. Mason Graham still the running back. 4 down lineman for the Cardinals. They will look to throw to Jansen Craig, underthrown. I think if you threw it a little more to the outside, that could have been maybe not a touchdown, but he had outside leverage and he could have gone down to the 5. So I think a big missed opportunity there for the Eagles. And it'll be 3rd and goal here from the 14-yard line. And I think it'd really be huge if the Eagles could get a touchdown here, make it a 2-possession game. You see Michael Tan, the receiving back into the game. Mason Graham, of course, coming out. I mean, we see Jeff Exnor and Brandon Finney on one-on-one coverage. Sheffield should be looking to them, but no, they'll throw it to Mason Graham. Little swing pass, and they'll go backwards. So another 5-yard loss. So after getting that huge play to Jeff Exnor to the 10-yard line, they lose 10 yards and are back to the 20. So it'd be a longer field goal here for Aiden Zoller on the right hash. See if he can make this. Zoller, of course, has been a really great kicker ever since he's been at McDonogh, been on this football team, and see if he can make it. The holder is number 24, Grant Stoller, a senior. I think that is a big-time missed opportunity for the Eagles. I didn't really like that swing pass call. It's good, so 6-0 for the Eagles, but I think we have such good receivers. We have Exnor, great jump ball threat. I think just even if it's incomplete, just throw a 50-50 ball. He's a Penn State commit. He's a great receiver. He's big bodies. Like Megatron-esque in some ways. No shade to Megatron, but just play style. But I think you just run a fade ball or something like that. I mean, you have a good chance at a touchdown. We saw in that first when they got in the red zone the first time and they threw a fade, it was pass interference because it was going to be a touchdown. So I don't know. That's just my thoughts. What do you think, Kali?
Yeah, I agree. You know, not the best decisions on that drive. I would like to have seen, like you said, a pass to Jeff or pass to Brandon. You know, again, great guys. You know, even C.J. Davis, somebody who's a freshman who's stepped up big time this year. You know, the future of McDonogh football. And, you know, I feel like, again, the absence of one of their key linemen, A.J. Flowers, a Hampton University lacrosse commit, athlete, just is really hitting them right now in that run game. But, you know, we still keep trying, keep pressing it, but I feel like it comes to a point. And, you know, that drive, though, I will say there are some positives, too. You know, that's a, you know, great play to get us down in that position. Big play, confidence builder. So I feel like there's only good things to look up to. You know, I see us progressing throughout this game, progressing with our play calls. Braden getting more comfortable, making better passes. So I feel like, you know, that's opening up the game for real. And our run game has been a little bit stagnant. You know, I don't know what we can do to necessarily help with that right now, but big play, tackle for loss, Joseph Buchanan on the Calvert Hall running back. But like I said, you know, just everybody getting comfortable, reps, repetition throughout this game. It'll be a battle for sure. Conference play, big-time rivals. But, yeah, everybody's going to lock in. Everybody's going to move this ball and do everything they have to do, like Nick said, do everything they have to do for a win.
Yeah, we saw a quick stop there by Buchanan, as Kali said, holding call on the offense. They will accept that. So it'll be to a 2nd and 20 here for the Cardinals. Or, sorry, 1st and 20 from their own 12-yard line. We see a split formation in the backfield. I mean, not split, but there's 2 running backs to his left. Motion by number 4. Be a little touch pass. Buchanan there again. Abrams couldn't make the tackle. Just goes out of bounds and tackled there by Anthony Redfern, the Holy Cross football commit. DJ Jones there with the carry. Second and 14 here for the Cardinals. I think if the Eagles get a couple stops here, I mean, they'd be set up in, again, great field position. Number 9, JT Taggart, is towering over there. He's I think like a little botched play there. Cracked. Elijah Crawford was there. I mean, It looked like he was trying to hand the ball off, but the running back was going the wrong way, and he's got pummeled by by 3 Eagles.
And you know, I know Elijah, and I know he was thinking on that play. He didn't want the running back. He wanted the ball. And, you know, he just really wanted to, you know, make a big play right there, set up his team for, you know, success. You know, selfless guys on this defense and on this offense, coaches, everybody, selfless players who just really want to dominate the other side and really just take over and take control. So Elijah, key guy. Let's see if the Eagles and Elijah Crawford can make another big-time play right here.
The empty formation here, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Looking downfield, throw downfield. CJ Davis there, incomplete. Be 4th down here for the Eagles and Elijah Crawford, as Kali said. Syracuse commit, amazing D tackle. Him and Lon Slager have been great duo on this D-line for years now, both seniors. See Michael Tan set up here at the 45-yard line. I mean, this could be another key position, another great field position opportunity for the Eagles. Hopefully they can score a touchdown, but even if they get a field goal, 9-0 to make this a 2-possession game, that'd be huge, and what I think we can both say will be a low-scoring affair.
Yeah, you know, no matter what the records are, you know, Calvert Hall hasn't had their best season this year or last season, quite frankly. You know, McDonogh football is on the come up for sure. This year is definitely a big time year for the Eagles. But no matter what, it's always going to be a good game. You know, no matter what the records are, no matter what players are on what side of the ball or who's on what team, you know, it's going to be a good game, physical, well-coached teams on both sides, key players on both sides, you know. But, hey, heavyweights fighting it out right now.
Yeah, McDonogh, of course, coached by Hakeem Sule. That was a pretty bad punt, if I do say so myself. It was only like a 20-yard punt, and the Eagles starting at the opposing 40-yard line. I mean, with Zoller's huge leg, they're only a couple yards away from field goal range if we can really bomb one. Motion by Jansen Craig, handed off to Michael Tan. Taken down by 4 Eagles. I think that was the longest run in the game so far by the Eagles, so nice to see that he saw a gap, but it does look like he is limping to the sideline, so hopefully he's okay and get back into the game. Mason Graham coming in his absence.
And, you know, we see the Eagles' run game starting to get active right there. You know, the student section is getting a bit more live, people coming back from practices. And, you know, just like AJ was saying, just like I'm saying now, you know, it's about everybody, the sideline, the people in the stands, you know, play calls, players, everybody making things better for this Eagles offense.
Palazzo, good job of shaping the pocket, but poor throw in that time. I think if he had more touch on that throw, a little less velocity, like a touch ball, I think that was CJ Davis, who's of course the freshman. I mean, key breakout player, not even a breakout, just a freshman playing on varsity and playing on both sides of the ball is amazing to say the least. And 3rd down and medium here. Eagles trying to get to the 30-yard line. See 2 receivers on both sides. I mean, there is 2 safeties. They're starting to back up now, but the 2 safeties aren't that far back. So if Exnor, no, they'll run it up the middle. Mason Graham, good tackle in open space there by number 5, Xavion Crum, a senior. That's an amazing tackle, especially against Mason Graham, a bruising back. He bulldozed him, but good tackle.
Yeah, big missed opportunity, big hole right there for Mason. But, you know, I believe the Eagles will get it back. You know, like Colin said, Mason is a big downhill type back. Michael Tan is on the sideline, unfortunately, getting worked out right now. Let's pray that he's okay.
4th down here. Offense is staying on the field. 4 yards to gain. Same formation as last play. Crowding the line, quick pass. Bad ball by Palazzo. I don't know if Jeff ran the route too far, but that ball's a couple yards short of Exnor. Maybe there's some miscommunication, but This offense really hasn't looked all too sharp so far, besides that one big play to Jeff Exenor. They haven't really moved the ball downfield because, of course, their first field goal came. They had first and goal from the Josh Brown interception, but couldn't get downfield. And then after that Exenor catch downfield, they lost 10 yards before hitting the field goal. So I think there's some rust, I guess, is being shown by this Eagles offense. Timeout here. What do you think Eagles offense needs to do to get in this game, start putting up some more productive and effective drives?
I think definitely utilizing our, like I said, key players on, as receivers. I wholeheartedly believe that the Calvert Hall defense cannot stop Brandon or Jeff, and quite frankly, even CJ. I feel like running the ball is definitely not working right now. I love how we're staying warm, keeping them on their toes. We don't want to be one-dimensional necessarily, but I feel like even if we are one-dimensional in the passing game only, they can't stop us. We are better than them in that aspect. But just really trying to, like you said, them 50-50 balls, I have Jeff every time. A go route, I have Brandon Finney, track star, every time. They really can't compete with us. They don't stack up. So let's see what they do.
Yeah, quick touch pass here. Good job setting the edge by Brandon Finney. Of course, a two-way player. Great job setting the edge there. Made the running back go back inside, and Launschlager there at the tackle. But yeah, with Jeff Exenor back there, 50-50 balls are more like 75-25 balls. He's a great jump ball receiver. We saw that on the go route with him bringing it in. But touch patch there for Calvert Hall. We've seen both teams utilize the jet sweep, touch pass type plays so far. One receiver here, number 4, guarded by Finney. Read option. Brought down by Launschlager. Joseph Buchanan was also there on that play. And again, this running game for both schools here just has not been working. I'm surprised that the schools haven't thrown the ball downfield more. I mean, I can understand more with Calvert Hall as their quarterback had the overthrow for the interception, but some screen passes, they just need to widen the field. They need to play sideline to sideline. They can't keep running inside the hashes and expect anything different to happen. I mean, the Eagles have an amazing front seven. Oh, fumble snap. Finney fell. Is that a fumble? Buchanan was there. Fumble! And it's recovered by the Eagles. Great play by Joseph Buchanan. The quarterback was not going down. And then the ball, I think it slipped out of his hand or someone hit it out. Great play by the 5-star Joseph Buchanan.
Joseph was talking to me before the game. He said he wants everything. He wants to win. He wants the ball. Big guy, D lineman, doesn't matter. He wants the ball. And that's the mentality that the Eagles D-line, defense in general has come with today. Mekhi McClendon was saying the same exact thing. The family, the friendship, the camaraderie that the Eagles have. And, seeing it right there, all rallying to the ball, chasing the quarterback, and then ultimately getting the sack and fumble. So good play by Joseph Buchanan and that Eagles defense.
Yeah, we can definitely see this Eagles team plays as a unit. They all rally to the ball. Fake touch pass. They throw it to Jeff as he wanted. Maybe they're listening to us. And he gets 5 yards. I mean, they gave us what we asked for, and they got 5-yard gains, better than most of the runs we've seen so far. Second and 6, I'm being told. 2nd and 4 here for the Eagles. Michael Tan still not in the game.
Yeah, we see Tan getting worked out on the sideline right now. Hopefully he's okay. We're about to go in the second half in a few minutes. And like you said, I feel like this goes to show, we might throw it a lot more during the second half. Braden Palazzo throws it out of bounds.
It's a flag on the play. I like that by number 54, Logan Brown, a freshman, running back to pick Palazzo up after he got hit. But I don't know if I'm seeing something different than you, Kali, but I think Palazzo's missing a lot of reads so far. I mean, there's a hitch rat open on the left side. I couldn't tell who it was. I think it was Carlos Ferguson, but I think he might be overthinking a couple things so far.
Yeah, he's coming back from a high ankle sprain. Kept him out for a good while, actually. And, like I said, the absence of a key offensive lineman, A.J. Flowers, a true athlete down there in the trenches, is probably, guys coming in his face, breaking through that wall and just, getting getting all up in his face, and that pressure's getting to him. We can see, first drive over through Jeff, and he'll get it. He'll get it. I believe he'll get it.
Third down on my stoop. Second down here, fake touchdown. Same play we just saw. Another overthrow going to Jeff Exnor. It's the same play we saw on the first play of this drive.
Yeah, Braden just has to settle down right here. He's going to get it soon. Like I said, tempo. We're about to go into half. We're up, so there's that cushion. There's that confidence right there. But, there should always be that security, when you have two elite, high-level D1 athletes as your receivers. And, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. We're going to lock in. Braden is going to, settle down, get comfortable. And we're going to reset in this upcoming half. But right now we are pushing on the door. Braden steps back to pass, looking.
Instant pressure. Gets out of
escaping the pocket. He's running out of bounds. Good run play by Braden. There you go. Way to make something out of nothing right there.
Yeah, that is the one thing that Braden has done positively in this game. He's had good pocket awareness. He's gotten out, and we've seen a lot of this, especially last year. He ran for a lot of yards. He got out of the pocket. I think this year he's more confident in his passing ability and staying in the pocket, making good reads. But as we've seen, some sloppiness all around on this game for the Eagles offense. So he's going back to scrambling, which, again, a great play, recognized. But it will be a fourth down here for the Eagles after a penalty. This will be from the 25-yard line, so around a 42-yard kick for Aiden Zoller, the phenomenal kicker. High snap. Great job by Grant Stoller. It's right through the middle. I mean, Aiden Zoller is himself a weapon for this Eagles offense, similar to, like, Brandon Aubrey for the Dallas Cowboys in the NFL. I mean, you get even to, like, the 45-yard line, and Aubrey can make anything. And, of course, Zoller is not on that level, but for high school, it's great to have a good, solid kicker who can make consistently 40, 45-yard field goals.
Another guy that I see in orange a lot, Gunnar Henderson for the Baltimore Orioles, always hitting dingers. Aiden Zoller the same way, always hitting dingers, always reliable. Just it's always good to know that you have a reliable kicker on your team, and that's what Aiden Zoller provides, that comfortability, that trust. Even when you're from deep, you can trust in your guys, and you can put us up big. 9 points, 9 points by Aiden Zoller right now, and just really grateful we have him, a guy that's reliable, hits dingers, and elite.
Yeah, unlike the Orioles, we hope the Eagles can go far in this postseason. Couple postseason disappointments in a row for the Orioles. Kickoff by Aiden Zoller, picked up at the 5-yard line. Jansen Craig missed the tackle. He'll be out at the 20-yard line. WWE style by Josh Brown there for the throwdown, but good job by Zoller, of course, as Kali was praising him. 9 points, and Eagles defense. I think it's critical for them to get a stop here, because as you've seen, this offense for the Eagles really hasn't gotten anything going. Again, on that last drive, they started with great field position, but they didn't get any yards. I think they got 1 first down, if I'm not mistaken, but I think it's crucial here for this McDonogh Eagles defense to step up.
Calvert Hall quarterback escapes the pocket, throws it deep, picked off by Brandon Finney Jr. He's going track speed, baby. There he goes, down the sideline. He's gonna pick it off. Pick that 20, 15. cuts it back, tackled at the 14-yard line. Brandon Finney Jr., you cannot keep up with him. You can't throw the ball up to somebody like that. I mean, a 50-50 ball comes 80-20 when you're throwing it up to against Brandon Finney Jr. He picks it off. That track speed takes him all the way down to the 14-yard line. I mean, elite player, not somebody you want to test, no matter who you are. You know, rush play by the quarterback. You know, credit to the Eagles' defensive line right there. Big-time plays, big-time players right there. Elijah Crawford, Joseph Buchanan, Mekhi McClendon down there, pressuring the quarterback, really making him escape and overthink his play. We have a Cardinal down right now, so hope he's okay. But right there, defense making big plays, bailing out the offense right now. You know, we're just that's that again. You know, I talked to a lot of the players today, and I got the sense that, you know, there's the family aspect to all of this. You know, they all trust each other. You know, when we talk about Aiden Zoller, and we talk about the whole defense and the offense, you know, right now I feel like what's going on in Braden's head is that he can trust these guys. You know, he can settle. He doesn't have to rush. He doesn't have to overthink because he knows his teammates have him on special teams, on defense, and on offense. And, you know, it'll all reset on offense. But right now we're up 9-0 off of, you know, field goals. And, you know, just let's keep it up. And big-time player, Brandon Finney, Oregon commit. Sorry.
Yeah, we saw Cardinal player go down. Of course, you never want to see that. We hope it's nothing too serious. He's getting some care by the medical personnel here. There's also a penalty flag down on the field. Nice to see him get up under his own power.
You know, I see a lot of people in this crowd today, young faces. You know, a lot. This Calvert Hall McDonogh game is a legendary one. Brings out a lot of people of all ages. You know, no matter who you are, teenagers come out from school to see this game. You know, traveling a long way to McDonogh, so we really do appreciate that. But, you know, like I said, this time 2 years ago, my freshman year of high school, on the sideline, we saw the Calvert Hall Cardinals come back and beat us during senior night. You know, it was a somber time in that locker room, a somber time on that sideline. Even in the stands, it was tough. But, you know, it's a different Eagles team, different atmosphere, you know, different conference. Right now, we are the team to beat. And we're seeing that right now, and let's hope that we get this win today.
Yeah, that's a critical penalty against the Eagles. Nice throw by Palazzo there. As Finney got down to the 15-yard line, but now they're backed up all the way to the 40. I think there was like a clipping call or something along that nature. Eagles going to hurry up here. 1 minute left in the half at the 35-yard line of Calvert Hall. Looking another quick pass, getting out of the pocket. Good job by Palazzo. Nice job there, getting a couple yards. 3rd and 1 here for the Eagles. Don't be surprised if this is Mason Graham territory, just to hit that 1 yard. I mean, they're doing what we're saying. We're seeing more hitch routes, just some medium range passes, get Palazzo accustomed, get him in a rhythm. 2 high safeties here for the Cardinals. Oh, looking another hitch pass, another short pass. Good catch by Finney. Brought down by number 14. That is Jane Davenport. 50 seconds left in this first half. They're definitely in Aiden Zoller range already, so, and this year he's been automatic. You see Jeff Exnor, another, some motion. So a timeout. Timeout by Calvert Hall here.
You know, on this Eagles team, we have a lot of athletes. You know, dual sport athletes. You know, AJ Flowers, committed for lacrosse, D1 lacrosse. You know, Braden Palazzo, our quarterback, lacrosse player. A lot of basketball players on this team. soccer players, lacrosse players as well. So, a lot of speed track stars, like I said, mentioned Brandon Finney Jr., track runner. Nick Abrams runs track as well. So a lot of speed, a lot of flying around, agility. D1 high-level guys in both sports, actually, that they play, football, lacrosse, basketball, whatever it is. So, that's scary for any opponent. And right now we're seeing it with the speed of Brandon, the hitting, and the physicalness of Nick Abrams, and Mason Graham as well, lacrosse player for the McDonogh Eagles. Big run down the middle, big hit. Gets up down to the 15-yard line. Great run by Mason Graham.
Yeah, little draw play there to delayed run, draw play there for the Eagles. Mason Graham, again, we saw he was just Derrick Henry style to stiff arm someone straight into the ground, straight into the dirt. But I mean, he's this power back that if they get to the goal line, they get to 3rd and short, 4th and short. They can think especially if they had AJ Flowers back, they would be pretty confident in giving the ball off to Mason Graham. Put a fullback in there. I think Nick's played some fullback so far this year, and let's get that short yard conversions. We're seeing Eagles put up a good drive here.
Now as we see number 0, Nick Abrams going to the play. I think he's going in as a fullback. Definitely a dynamic duo in Mason Graham and Michael Tan, and as well as their very athletic quarterback, Braden Palazzo, who can definitely show off his legs a little bit. We see Nick going as fullback, expecting a run. Mason Graham in the play. Let's see what the Eagles do right here. Pass play. Braden drops back.
Finney's open.
Brandon Finney Jr. overthrows. Way out of bounds right there. Wide open. We had him.
Yeah. That is a hard throw. Palazzo being a lefty quarterback. He's throwing cross body. But Finney was open. He ran little wheel route on the right side of the field. But like you said, Tan and Graham are like a thunder and lightning type running back duo. We have a down the field bruiser in Mason Graham and a receiving back, elusive. Of course, Tan is a punt returner, so of course he has all this quality. You see one-on-one coverage on the left side. So look, maybe we could see targeting Jansen Craig. I'm surprised they don't have Jeff on that side just to get that one-on-one versatility. But Jeff's in the slot. They will look to him. Screen pass. Finney's open.
Oh, breaks the play. Touchdown! Brandon Finney. Somebody who's very slippery, somebody who's very elusive. Brandon, that track star, agility, an athlete. Like I said, these guys are athletes, not just football players. Athletes, student athletes. It's never just athletes with these McDonogh Eagles. No matter who you are, Brandon Finney slips the tackle and breaks the playing field for a touchdown. What a play. Really just Braden getting the balls to his guys. Like we said earlier, all you have to do is just get it to your guys, and they'll do the rest. And we saw it right there. Brandon just making a play, running a guy over, spinning out of a tackle, and breaking the playing field. There goes, daps up some kids right there. Really, just a McDonogh Eagle in its entirety right there.
Yeah, I am a little surprised by the choice not to go for 2 to make this a 3-possession game. But it is 16-0 for the Eagles, and we saw Finney get the interception and the touchdown. So great sequence of events there for Brandon Finney. 28 seconds left in this half. With how this Calvert Hall quarterback has played, I wouldn't expect them to be slinging it downfield. So I do expect them to maybe run out this half.
Yeah, I feel like this is where the McDonogh Eagles really pull away. Like you said, the Cardinals quarterback isn't looking too sharp right now. Their run game is getting decimated at this point in time. The D-line, like I said earlier, would step up and has stepped up. And, just wanting one thing, that ball, getting turnovers, stuff like that. So we've done that a lot. And, just really, going into this half, now it's about getting comfortable. Like I said, reps. We got those reps in. And now it's all gas, no brakes. We're going to keep that foot on the pedal. That comfortability, that lead. 16-0 right now at home. People are starting to get here. It's looking wonderful out here. Like I said, brisk, cool day. Always a great day to play football.
Yeah, that could have been somewhat of a crucial mistake. We saw And Zoller kicked the ball out of bounds. Are they? But I guess they're re-kicking it. I don't exactly know how that
Kickoff will be redone.
came out to be because Zoller kicked it out of bounds, which is of course a penalty. They threw the penalty flag, but they're redoing the kick. Do you know how that happened, Kali?
I'm not too sure. I saw the ball go out of bounds. Saw the ref throw the flag. I mean, kind of uncharacteristic, but you know, something you see every day. These types of games really bring out the best in people. Really bring out the the most wild plays, and we're seeing some oddities right here.
Zoller, second try, squib kick. Covered at the 30-yard line. I think, again, at 28 seconds left in the half, I think Calvert Hall only has one timeout left, so I think they might just kneel the ball, run the ball out to end this half, because, again, as Kali and I have said constantly, they've just not been sharp so far, and I think they need to get to half and regroup and come with a new game plan, as after that first drive of the game, the Calvert Hall run game has truly just been abysmal. I don't think they had a run over 2 yards ever since that first drive. And yeah, they will kneel the ball out.
And like I said earlier, 2 years ago, a lot of these guys were on this team, and a lot of them had down faces when we lost to Calvert Hall at home during senior night. I can remember specifically Ant Red, Elijah Crawford, a lot of these guys, Brandon Finney, on this team when we lost big, up 24-10, I'm pretty sure it was, in the end of the third quarter. And, we smoked the game at that point. So you're kind of seeing similar right here. We're up going into half. We got all the momentum with us. But let's just, really lock in. Don't get too comfortable. Don't be complacent with what we have. And just really want more. Want the win, want success, and want domination right here. So continue it through the half, through the end of the game, because games are won in the fourth quarter, not the second quarter, not the first half.
Yeah, I totally agree with everything Kali said, and we will be back in 11 minutes and 30 seconds.
Please turn your attention to midfield for the halftime performance by the McDonogh cheerleaders.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the second half of the McDonogh versus Calvert Hall football game. My name is Chandler Julian. Now I'll be commentating with Colin King for the rest of this game.
McDonogh receiving the ball here to start the second half. Brandon Finney, along with CJ Davis, I think, back to return. Good kickoff there by number 34, Ryan Zakrowski, a senior. At the end of that first half, we saw the McDonogh Eagles offense start to get into a groove. We saw a couple good run plays by Mason Graham. We saw Palazzo start to hit some of his passes. And then we saw, of course, a touchdown by Brandon Finney, set up by a Brandon Finney interception. Let's see, Nick Abrams is also in the game as a fullback.
Yeah, McDonogh really picked it up at the end of the first half. Let's see if they can continue that momentum into the second.
Gun formation here. Caught past to Nick Abrams. Breaks a tackle. Breaks a couple tackles. I think it's pummeled by number 21, Kynier Crum.
Yeah, it's the first time we've seen the ball go to Abrams on offense this year. And as we can see, they may want to start doing that more. Broke a few tackles, got some really good yardage on that play.
You can see everyone dapping up Nick on the sideline. Good play by the linebacker, who, as I mentioned earlier, now a three-star recruit, almost a 4-star, with 10 Division I offers. So shout out to Nick for all the hard work, all the dedication, all that. We see 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On the right is Finney. On the left is Exenor Jansen. Intercepted, terrible throw by Palazzo. Picked off by number 5.
That's Xavier
Juking
Crum.
everyone, and he's a good tackle by Jansen there, but that's another underthrow by Palazzo. We saw a lot of those in the first half, and something just isn't clicking for this offense.
The coaches were very disappointed with Palazzo at the end of the first, and that's no reason to make their situation better, as number 5, Xavier Crum, for the Calvert Hall Cardinals, gets an interception on one of the first plays of this McDonogh drive.
Yeah, I don't also relate to offense. I don't think Michael Tan, he's sitting on the sideline without his helmet on, so he might not play the rest of this game, so we'll see some more usage from Mason Graham, so that's really unfortunate. Run up the middle. It's stuffed at the line of scrimmage, and again, we're seeing the same patterns from the end of the first half here. We saw Palazzo underthrow, and we're seeing Calvert Hall run game being stopped at the line of scrimmage. So I think these teams need to change up their game plans, and it's been a really sloppy game so far. A lot of mistakes. There's been a couple penalties, a lot of overthrown balls. I think there's 4 interceptions now from both sides, 3 from Calvert Hall, and that 1 just recently from Palazzo. It's been a tale of 2 stories. The Calvert Hall quarterback keeps overthrowing every ball, and Palazzo's underthrowing all of them. A little stretch play. Turning back and tackle by Cam Launchslager after a 3-yard gain. So 3rd medium here for Calvert Hall, and I think if they get to a 4th down, I mean, if I was their coaches, I would definitely go for it, as kicking it doesn't change anything. It's still a 2-possession game. Do you also agree with that, Chaney?
Yeah, I definitely would agree with that.
Calvert Hall really wants to see at least some type of score on the board, but that touchdown would really make a huge difference in this game.
Pistol formation here for Calvert Hall. One-on-one coverage on both sides. Finney on the left. They run the ball again. Bounce it to the outside. Good tackle by number 4, Joseph Buchanan, the 5-star. And I don't understand the game plan for Calvert Hall. I mean, they're doing the same thing again. They're just running the ball, 3 runs for 5 yards, and now they're saying the kicking unit out. So I really just don't like this coaching from Calvert Hall so far. I mean, the Eagles' defense, especially the front 7 and even their secondary. I mean, Redfern and Finney in the secondary. But these front 7 with Lawnslager, Crawford, Mackay, R.J. Cruz even, the freshmen's come up this year, Nick. I just don't understand why I keep running the ball.
The kick was low, but it's still good. Score's going to be 16-3. McDonough's still leading this game.
I mean, I think we're all pretty familiar with the saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But it seems like Calvert Hall offensive coordinator has it mixed up as their offensive plan is broke and they're still not fixing it. After a whole half of discussing what to do, they put up no points in the first half, and they're just doing the same thing over and over again. I mean, they got a good interception, good play on the defense to get them into the red zone, but they just run the ball straight in the middle 3 times, get 5 yards, and send the field goal unit out there. So I just don't agree with the play calls so far. I mean, as a football fan, it just angers me. Two receivers on each side here for Palazzo. 2 high safeties. Run up the middle with Mason Graham. Stuffed at the line. Finds a little gap. Among the tacklers for number 46. Guess she's just not on there. Second and 9 here for the Eagles. For both teams, really, I would like to see them stretch the field, play sideline to sideline. I mean, we've seen the Eagles start to do that at the end of the first half, but especially Calvert Hall, all their plays are designed inside of the hash marks in the middle of the field, and as we've seen, it's just not working. 1 high safety here, 3 receivers to the right for Palazzo. Looking right, throws it to Finney. Makes 1 man miss, but immediately brought down after a gain of 1 yard. Number 11 was there. That's James Trahan, the 4th, a senior. And it's 3rd and long here for the Eagles.
Yeah, we've seen so much of this game. Not too many solo tackles on both sides of the ball. Multiple players on each defense just getting to the player with the ball, tackling them very easily.
Do not let him call you Shanny. It's like it's instinct. Looking to Jeff Exner. He's open. Mixed up him and miss. Jukes to the inside. Number 14 brings him down. That is Jane Davenport again. Good. Another hitch route they're running. Eagles offense. These hitch routes, these curl routes have really been effective so far. These Calvert Hall defensive backs they're playing off the line of scrimmage, so it's easy. Let's see, maybe some comebacks could be really effective. They're playing 5 yards off right now. Another draw play. Open. He puts his head down and tries to truck number 21. That's Kinnear Crum again, who had the interception on the last drive. I think that was the first run since the first drive of the game by Calvert Hall that got over 10 yards. These draw plays from McDonogh have really been effective. We haven't seen as many plays today, like inside zone, like they usually run with Michael Tam. We've seen a lot of draw plays here with Mason Graham. 5 men on the line of scrimmage here. One backs up now. 4 defensive linemen. Same formation for the Eagles. So 2 receivers on the left and right. 2 high safeties for the Cardinals. Number 14 blitzing off the right side. Throws it to Exnor. A little behind him, but good hands by Exnor, and it's caught at the 45-yard line.
It's going to be about a gain of 5 on the play. Going to have an injury timeout for the Cardinals.
Great run by Mason Graham. Broke a couple tackles. Jukes back to the inside. Cuts back out. Making a lot of man miss. Got to the 10-yard line. Great run by Mason Graham here.
Mason Graham, the biggest run of the game here for the McDonogh Eagles. Definitely getting them back in motion during the second half.
Yeah, nice first drive here for the Eagles. Second drive, they had to pick on the first drive. But PI, there's the PI. They're looking for Jansen Craig there. Points at the defender. Defender is number 4, if I'm not mistaken. That's CJ Jones. But it will be first and goal from the 1-yard line. And expect to see a Mason Graham run right up the middle, inside zone. Maybe even a fullback run with Nick. Nick is in the game.
Yeah, we saw him do good on that. On the last play, he got the ball. Let's see if they'll try and do it again here. Try and score a touchdown.
What the? God damn, I thought that was on. That scared me. Just hearing my voice. So sometimes it mutes and sometimes it doesn't, right? That's great. Give it to Nick. Play action. Throws it to Nick Abrams. Oh, almost a touchdown. It is a touchdown. Touchdown, Nick Abrams.
This is why he has 10 offers, ladies and gentlemen. He's a weapon on both sides of the ball, both offense and defense. And there you see right there, scoring a touchdown for the McDonogh Eagles. Incredible play by Nick Abrams.
Yeah, Nick Abrams on this live stream, as you've all probably came accustomed to, we spread a lot of Nick Abrams propaganda. But on that play, we see him live up to his D1 potential right there. On offense as a fullback. Play action. I thought they were going to throw it to Exnor, but they do throw it to Nick. And makes a good play and reaches out for the pylon. It's 23-3 Eagles. Nick Abrams. never call you your real name. Except on here. No? Because like at lunch I'm like, hey Channy. You're just like,
Aiden Zoller to kick. He's actually 4th in the state right now for kickoff yards coming into this game at 1,368, and it's another long one there, recovered by number 2. He's at the 15-yard line, going to be tackled. That's Joshua Brown.
yeah, good job of setting the perimeter there by Josh Brown. Nick was on the inside waiting if he cut, but straight to Josh Brown. I mean, good play there. I mean, this Calvert Hall offense, they need to get something going. They can't keep just running the ball up the middle.
Yeah, going back to Joshua Brown there, we've seen him really make a few huge plays in these past few games. We've seen a few interceptions, a few fumbles, and a few just really crucial plays to save the game. Very good by Joshua Brown this season.
Jet sweep here. Buchanan setting the fake. They faked me out too. Oh my. There's a penalty flag. Lundslager got the tackle there. Looks like the penalty was against the Eagles. I wanted to shout out a huge fan of the team, Brendan Pokov, a fellow junior classmate of Chandler and I's, and he comes to a lot of our games and he's just a super fan. Just wanted to shout out the fans. Thank you for everyone listening to the live stream. Also in the crowd here today. We're up the middle, tackle there by Caden Cashman. A lot of Calvert Hall fans came out to this game.
Yeah, as Kylie said earlier, big rivalry game for us. That's why so many fans are out here today, supporting teams on each side of the field. So far, it's been a very good game, especially for McDonogh, 23-3 at the moment. The Cardinals getting ready for the next play of the drive.
Two receivers on the left here, Finney. We're up the middle, and wouldn't you know it, it stopped behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, if at this point, they should make me the offensive coordinator. I mean, I understand you have to stick with the running game. You have to stick to the running game, set up play action, set up whatever, RPO. But they're running so many inside zone plays, and it's getting stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Flip the formation here. Two receivers on the right. Receivers playing off. They run a little hitch route. They could be open. That's what they do. Out route. Redford try to jump it. Good pass play there for Calvert Hall. I think that's the longest pass play of the game for them. I saw it immediately with the defensive backs playing, 10 yards off the line of scrimmage, and the line to gain was only about 5 yards off. So good recognition by the quarterback. Good execution there by Calvert Hall. Let's see if they can pull up a scoring drive here, 3 minutes and counting in the third quarter. Flip the formation again. Two receivers on the left. Motion here. Touch pass. Penalty flag out on the field. It's a gain of 2 or 3 yards.
C.J. Jones with the carry on that play for the Cardinals.
second and long here. Maybe first and long. Pressure by Buchanan. Sacked.
Sacked.
It's number 7, that's Mekhi McClendon, the sophomore. Buchanan set the edge on the outside, blitzed the quarterback. Quarterback ran back on the inside, and then Mekhi was there to take him down. So good. Again, this defense plays as a unit, as Kali was saying earlier. They have a lot of camaraderie. They all have respect for each other. And this is why this McDonogh team is a top 10 school in Maryland.
Yeah, we've seen the past few years Calvert Hall have just a dominant run game against McDonogh. But here today, the defense has really just got to their own and just keeps stopping the runs, especially for loss. They're doing very well this game so far.
Another run up the middle. Gain of a couple yards. Among the Eagles who took him down was Nick Abrams.
We saw number 77, Isaiah Hammond, for the Cardinals there, make a huge hole for the running back.
Third and long here for the Cardinals. Sticking with the same formation with an extra down lineman, 2 receivers, and the fullback in the game. Gun formation, play action.
He's looking
for number
long.
9. He
Number
beat
9.
him, overthrown. Looks like Redfern might have tweaked something. That could be a huge loss for this Eagles defense. Looked like he but he beat CJ Davis on a post route. Redfern was there to help, but it was overthrown by the quarterback. Redfern's coming to the sideline. Of course, hope it's nothing too serious with him.
Yeah, the target on that play was JT Targart, number 9. He had open hands and an open field ahead of him if only that throw hit him. Fortunately, they can't get a touchdown on that play.
3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Gun formation here. Eagles playing the line of scrimmage. Jameson exit over with the sack there. Got off the edge. And it's a turnover on downs there for the Cardinals. Eagles will start the 50-yard line.
We've seen that so many games in a row. The Exenor brothers doing so well in these games. We've seen Exenor a few big plays, and now Jameson, his Jeff's younger brother, getting yet another sack on this season. That right there was Jameson Exenor's 4th sack this season.
The Eagles offense coming back on the field. We're seeing Mason Graham, the premier, back with Michael Tan out. I think, I'm going to presume for the rest of the game. Hopefully, again, nothing too serious. We'll be back next week. But I think they're going to pound the rock, play action, or fake check sweep. Oh, looked like he's about to fumble the ball, but he held on to it. And there's a penalty flag down the field. We've seen a lot of penalties so far in this game.
Penalty looks like a face mask.
And there's a Calvert Hall player down. And we'll be back in a minute.
That face mask was against Calvert Hall. It's going to be 15 extra yards for McDonogh. Number 0, Emily Dore for the Calvert Hall Cardinals is up on his feet, walking back to the sideline. Always good to see. First down for the Eagles after that face mask. Starting at their 35-yard line. It's a run up the middle. Stopped almost immediately by the Cardinals. That was number 46 with the tackle for the Cardinals.
Yeah, the Cardinals, they're slowly running out of time here. Excuse me, 38 seconds and counting left in this third quarter. And they put up 3 points. This McDonogh Eagles defense has had 3 interceptions, I'm pretty sure, and a couple turnover on downs. And they played extremely well so far in this game, even with somewhat lackluster performance on offense compared to the rest of their games. Let's go blitz on the outside, offsides by number 55, trying to jump the play.
That was Nolan Strigowski with offsides there. Trying to get an early sack on the play. Fortunately, that won't work out for him.
Second down here for the Eagles. 2nd and 5. And they will let the third quarter end.
Now, as Kali was saying earlier, 2 years ago on this day, McDonogh did have a huge lead, as they do now, 23-3. Unfortunately, in the fourth quarter, they couldn't keep it up. Fortunately, today, this defense is playing extraordinarily well, and hopefully McDonogh can keep their lead and win this game.
Yeah, I really liked one of the Colley's quotes from earlier about how games are won in the fourth quarter and not the second. That's extremely true for this McDonogh Eagles team, who need to close out this game, continue to run the ball, run the clock down, and not make any silly mistakes, any turnovers. That would be worst case scenario. No big plays. And they've played it extremely well first 3 quarters, but they need to finish the job here in the fourth and come out with a victory, hopefully, and go to 7-1.
Yeah, we've all heard the phrase, it's not over till it's over, and McDonogh's going to have to continue playing their hardest until the final whistle if they want to keep this lead and win this game.
Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Kane Cashman lined up at tight end. He is looking deep. No, for Finney. Good catch by Finney on the sideline. Toe drag swag there at the 3-yard line. Good ball placement there by Palazzo. Really layered the ball downfield over the defender's head, and great execution there by Finney with toe tap on the sideline, and Eagles set up for another score here.
Yeah, definitely one of the better throws by Finney today. That throw looked like it was to Exor for the touchdown, but Finney still making an incredible catch there. Gets them right on the goal line. 1st and goal here for McDonogh.
We'll run it up the middle with Mason Graham. Braces to the outside, cuts back in, reaches for the goal line, but it'll be stopped at the 3-yard line. Among the defenders was number 99. That is Maxwell Ohamu. I would expect another run up the middle here. I mean, looks like the A-gap is open if they run it. They will run up the A-gap, and he bulldozes a man, and he gets in for a touchdown. That's what Kali and I were saying earlier. He is a downhill bruising back, great lower body strength, and he pummels over the man. He bulldozes him right into the end zone. Great run by Mason Graham, and great drive by the Eagles. 29-3, 30-3, pending the extra point.
Yeah, we saw Xavion Crum there for the Cardinals. He's been a weapon for this Calvert Hall defense, but right there he saw Mason Graham running straight at him, just decides he's not going to deal with that today, lets him get in for the touchdown. Zoller with the kick almost blocked there. Fortunately, it will go through. 30-3, McDonogh leading this game. Incredible way to start this fourth quarter.
11 minutes and 23 seconds left on the clock. In Calvert Hall, if they want any chance of coming back, it's a 4-possession game currently. They want any chance of coming back, they need a very, very, very quick score. And based on what I've seen from this offense so far, I just can't believe that's gonna happen. And this Eagles defense has been stout so far. This front 7 especially, and then even the corners this game. Josh Brown with an interception. Brandon Finney had an interception. Kickoff here for Zoller. Return men are at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, we've seen some huge plays by this McDonogh defense. Let's see the stats so far for this season. Nick Abrams, 6.2 tackles a game. Lon Slager, 8.2 tackles a game. You can see those two players make some huge differences. As number 2
Breaks it to the outside. Josh Brown can't catch him. Cut back inside. And that's gonna be a touchdown. That's what I was saying. If they're gonna come back into this game, they need a quick touchdown. That's what they get with the kickoff return touchdown. Great job by the return man.
That's Chris Hewitt Jr.
Yeah, great kick return there by Chris Hewitt Jr., a sophomore defensive back and wide receiver, and scores now 30-10, penning this extra point. And that is exactly what the Calvert Hall Cardinals needed. They need a very quick score, which they got, and they need some quick stops on defense. They can't keep letting Mason Graham just bulldoze their players into the ground and getting extra yards. They need group tackles. They need players to rally on the ball. Extra point, good. And they need quick stops if they want any chance coming back, and they need quick scores. It's still a 20-point game. If the Eagles can just chew the clock, if they can just run and get first downs, no incompletions, and stay in bounds, then Eagles can secure this victory.
Yeah, McDonogh still has a 20-point lead, but as I said earlier, you have to play till the final whistle in these games, especially MIAA A conference. Just two very good teams going at each other. You have to play as hard as you can until the end. That's not what we saw there. A play slipping through the cracks of this McDonogh special teams. Hopefully they can get it back together on this next drive.
One coach I'd love to give a shout out to is Coach Devin Hardy, the defensive line coach. It's very clear that he's doing a great job with this defensive line. As we've seen Mekhi McClendon have a breakout year. We've seen RJ Cruz, a freshman, have a great year. Elijah Crawford, of course, great player going to Syracuse. Cam Lawnslager, UNC commit. Fair catch there for the Eagles. And we also see some edge rush play. We see Nick Abrams get in on blitzes. Redford sometimes blitzes. We see some corner blitzes from Finney. Kane Cashman's been a player who stepped up this year, a sophomore. And like I said, the Eagles need to pound the rock on this drive, and they need 4 yards of carry. They just need first downs, even 3 yards of carry. Two receivers here on the right, one to the left. Two eye safeties here, motion, jet sweep to Finney, immediately brought down. Good tackle by number 46.
Yeah, we saw 46 just get right past that McDonogh defender so quickly. Gets to the running back, and that's going to be a loss of yards for McDonogh.
Even though that was a negative gain, it is in some ways still a win for McDonogh. We see Calvert Hall stacking the box. Because I say it's somewhat of a win for McDonogh. All they need to run the clock. This is still a 3-possession game. Surprised they snapped it. Underthrow again by Plaza, looking for Kane Cashman. But that is exactly what the Eagles don't need, is to get stuffed at the line of scrimmage and then have an incomplete pass. And I think if I was the coach, I would be in a tough decision here with running the ball, continue to chew this clock, and trying to get a first down. Of course, if it's an incomplete pass, then Calvert Hall has 10 minutes, 20 seconds-ish to get down the field again, and then all of a sudden it's only a 2-possession game. My mic wasn't on. Yeah, that's exactly what you don't want if you're a McDonogh Eagles fan or a coach, is see a play stuffed at the line of scrimmage and then an incomplete pass. I mean, if I was a coach, I'd be in a tough situation knowing if I should run the ball here to the clock. They will throw the ball. Fumble, and it's picked up by Calvert Hall. So this is the swing of momentum that could get Calvert Hall back into this game. And they're in the red zone, 10 minutes and 19 seconds, and we're seeing the swing of momentum. Calvert Hall, that kickoff return touchdown, that a quick, not a 3 and out, they got a strip sack. I couldn't see who got that strip sack, but great defensive play by whoever did that. And then now they're in the red zone. If they get a quick score, there's still 10 minutes left on the clock. They have all 3 timeouts, and there'll be only a 2-possession game. It'll be 13 points. So this McDonogh Eagles defense, it's critical for them to get a stop here. Yeah, that fumble, excuse me. We're up the middle here, immediately stuffed. If I was a Calvert Hall coach, just looking at him, number 9, JT Taggart, I mean, he is towering over the rest of the players. He is very tall. I think he would be an Exenor type jump ball. I think might want to throw it up to him instead of, just trying this inside zone game that just has not been working so far in this game. Elijah Crawford in there.
Yeah, Calvert Hall really wants to maximize this drive after that fumble caused by Trahan.
Motion here, 1-0 trap play. Good tackle there. Redford was there in the tackle. Number 6, the ball carrier. That is John Ascuo. 3rd down here for the Cardinals, and then they need a touchdown. They're burning clock, which also isn't good. 9 minutes and 18 seconds left. But good job by the Eagles defense here. With two good stops with the run. It's like no receivers on the field for Calvert Hall, definitely running up the middle. They will, and he gets in. That's number 6, John Ascuo again. So just like that, it's a 2-possession game. Not too long ago, the score is 30-3 Eagles. All the momentum in their favor. And now all the momentum is in Calvert Hall's favor. 13-point game, paying this extra point. And now you never, like Kali said, you win the game in the 4th quarter. We saw Eagles have a great first half, great 3rd quarter. It's 30-3 after the 3rd quarter. And now Calvert Hall, two quick touchdowns in a span of less than 2.5 minutes of game time.
Kick us up, and it's good. 30-17 now. On that touchdown, Asuko wasn't even touched. Ran straight into the end zone. Not what you want to see from the McDonogh defense after such a strong game so far. 8 minutes and 53 seconds left in the 4th. Hopefully, McDonogh can hold their lead this year.
Shockingly, one thing I've noticed so far in this game is Calvert Hall has a bigger fan section than us. Could be partly due to students having practice and away games. A lot of away games for the Eagles today. Let's see if Eagles they need to run the clock. Fair catch in the end zone. 8 minutes and 53 seconds left in this game. They need Mason Graham. They need positive gains. They can't keep getting behind the sticks and then having incomplete passes and then strip sacks, because that's exactly how you blow a game. But Eagles need positive yardage, and they need to run the clock. They were running up the middle with Mason Graham, immediately stopped after a gain of only 1 or so yards.
Yeah, as Colin just said, McDonogh needs a lot of positive yardage, and they have not gotten a lot of that this game. They're really struggling with the run game, really struggling with some throws, especially by Palazzo. And hopefully they do not blow this game in the fourth quarter as they did 2 years ago.
It looks like Mason Graham did get hurt on that play. Of course, good to see him get up and walk up the field, jog up the field with his own power. But now, if he's out of the game, this running back core is stretched really thin with Michael Tan already presumably out of the game. He does not have his helmet on. Matthew Tees coming into the game at running back, number 20, a sophomore. They will run it with Tees, immediately stopped. Breaks off one tackle, but taken down by a number of Calvert Hall defenders. And again, this is where the Eagles don't want to be. They're in 3rd and long. Still 8 minutes left in this game. And if they don't get a first down here, they're punting. Calvert Hall scores. It's a one-possession game, just like that.
Yeah, we saw Matthew Tees stay on his feet there after the hit. Unfortunately, still going to be behind the line of scrimmage when he's tackled.
Mason Graham is back into the game, so that is good to see. 3 receivers to the left here. They are looking to the left. Caught by Finney. And he'll go out of bounds. Won't be able to get the first down. See if expect the punt team to come on the field, and they do. And the clock stops with Finney going out of bounds. 7 minutes, 25 seconds left. So we're seeing this swing in momentum. Eagles have a couple straight 3 and outs, including that strip sack. See if Zoller can not pin him deep, but have a good punt here, flip the field position for Calvert Hall.
Zoller 7th in the state for his punt average, averaging 38 yards per punt coming into this game.
Return man set up at the 33-yard line. Good punt by Zoller, good hang time. Touchdown there by number 10, Jansen Craig. So we have 7 minutes and 15 seconds left here in this game. We'll see Calvert Hall's offense get back in, and again, if they get a quick score in maybe in 3 or so minutes, and it's 30 to 24, then if they can get a stop, I mean, they're right back. They're in this game. I mean, Calvert Hall has scratched and clawed their way back in this game with good defense, good special teams, and that's really, we have to lay your fundamentals down. You need a stout defense, and you need a good special teams unit. And that's what the Calvert Hall Cardinals have shown in the second half. 3 receivers to the right here. No Redford, the high safety. The screen pass to number 6. Good little play there. They'll get a first down. They're up to the 45-yard line.
That's a Suko with the carry yet again. Very good run.
I'd expect the Cardinals to run some tempo here, try and go fast, go quick. Because they can't take their time. If they take their time, then that's how you allow McDonogh to just run the ball out. Looking for the quick out route, almost jumped by Brandon Finney. Great play recognition there. The throw had a little too much zip on it. He was going straight out of bounds, but great job by Finney by jumping the route.
Yeah, Finney almost his second interception of the game there. Would have been crucial for this McDonogh defense to make that.
Second down and 10 here for the Cardinals. 6 minutes and 49 seconds left in this game. They still have all 3 timeouts. They were running up the middle, and I don't like that play call. Immediately stopped. Lon Slaker And Joseph Buchanan there with a tackle. Will be 3rd and long here for Calvert Hall. 6 minutes, 30 seconds, and counting.
Yeah, we've seen Buchanan and Nick Abrams some incredible run defense so far this game. Hopefully they can continue stopping it throughout this 4th quarter.
Two high safeties here for the Eagles. Motion by number 9. Batted down by Jamison Exenor. Great play by him.
We've seen
6 minutes.
Exenor get a sack this game, and that's a beautiful blocked pass by him. Incredible defense so far.
6 minutes, 9 seconds left in this game. I would expect Calvert Hall to go for this. I mean, this is a crucial play in this game. This is make or break time for Calvert Hall. Two high safeties here for the Eagles. Play action, screen pass on 4th and 10. I don't like that call at all. Brought down by number 2, Jeff Exnor. I just don't understand. I don't understand that play call. Screen pass on 4th and 10, game on the line, and they're throwing it 10 yards short of the first down marker. I don't understand that play call.
That pass was to C.J. Jones for the Cardinals. McDonogh will take possession at about the 50-yard line.
Mason Graham in the game, 5-down lineman for around the middle. Mason Graham, make a couple man miss. Number 46 there, also number 1 with the tackle. That's Kyle Green, a senior defensive back. And now here comes the Eagles' game plan. They need to chew the clock, 5 minutes, 45 seconds, and counting. Expect them to just run at this game clock, 30 seconds. It's a 40-second game clock, so if they can just get a couple first downs, make Calvert Hall burn their timeouts. I mean, that's how you win the game. That 4th and down play was make or break for Calvert Hall. If they got that, they still had a chance, but I think, I don't want to jinx anything, the announcers jinx, of course, but I think this game should be in the bag for the Eagles. Motion here by Jansen again. Run the middle with Mason Graham, cuts it back to the outside. Tackled quickly for a gain of a yard or so. 3rd and 2 here for the Eagles. Again, another crucial play, because if they get a first down, that's another 2 minutes off the clock. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in this game. Craig Exenor and Finney, the receivers. Cashman line up at tight end. Mason Graham, the running back. Pistol formation here. Calvert Hall loading up the line of scrimmage. And Mason Graham gets through.
Again.
Great play by Mason Graham. Getting that first down up to the 39-yard line. And that's another 2 minutes off the clock now.
Tackle made by number 5, Xavier Crum, yet again.
Yep, 4 minutes and 20 seconds now. And counting left in this game. So that was a critical play. The difference in this game is McDonogh, even with the mistakes they were making, even with some of the momentum that was changing, on the key plays, the 4th down plays, the big-time 3rd down plays, they've executed way more than Calvert Hall. Again, Calvert Hall stacking the box, stacking the line of scrimmage. Mr. Graham still made a couple men miss. Got a gain of about 1.5 yards. Under 4 minutes now. Timeout. Timeout taken at Calvert Hall, so interesting decision bringing the timeout. Right now, 3 minutes and 54 seconds left in the game. 2nd and 9 for the Eagles. Sorry. Eagles offense coming back onto the field after that timeout. I would like to take 1 second to thank everyone listening to our live stream, everyone who came out here for the game, all the press box members for letting this live stream happen. Handoff to Jeff Exnor. Oh, broke a couple tackles, got to the 35-yard line. It'll be a 3rd and 5 here. And then good job to all the coaches on both sides, all the players. Played hard today. And hopefully all the players who went out of the game with injuries won't be too serious, and they'll be back. Another timeout by Calvert Hall. They'll have 1 timeout left, and 3 minutes 45 seconds left in this game. So the Eagles get this first down. This game is all but over. Offense back onto the field here. Gun formation. Expect to see that same play with the receiver in motion. There it is. Jeff Exnor, and then hand it off. No, play action. Finney's open. Great play call by the Eagles. They've been running that.
Eagles, some incredible misdirection on that play. Throw a bit high for Exnor there, but incredible catch.
There is a penalty, however. It is against Calvert Hall, though, so no harm for the Eagles. I love that play call there for the Eagles. The last 4 or 5 plays, they've been running the fake handoff to the receiver. One time they handed off to Jeff Exnor, but then the receiver is the lead blocker for Mason Graham. Now at that time, they ran the same play, but it was a play action, and then Finney was wide open for a gain of 15 yards. Great execution by Palazzo. Good catch by Finney, of course, and great play call by the Eagles offensive coordinator. First and goal here for the Eagles.
Yeah, that was 2 huge penalties there for Calvert Hall.
A touchdown would make this game all but unwinnable for Calvert Hall. Again, expect to see them pound the ball with Mason Graham. He's been really effective here on this drive. And now they're running the clock run. 3:35. Plaza's waiting for the play clock to go down at 10 seconds now. 5, no, hike the ball, yep. Up the middle with Mason Graham, jukes the outside. Great run by Mason Graham there. Made a couple, the original play was an inside zone type play, but he bounced it to the outside once it was blown up. Then he trucked him, man. And then got to the end zone again. This thunder and lightning duo, especially when we see Michael Tin back, hopefully in their next game. They're really effective, and Mason Graham all but sealed the game for the McDonogh Eagles. And I think he was the star player of the offense in this game after Michael Tin went out.
Yeah, Mason Graham just throwing defenders across the field to get into the end zone there. Aiden Zoller up to kick to make this game 37-17. And it will be good.
So 3 minutes, 12 seconds left here for Calvert Hall. Once again, a 3-score game, 20 points. And for them to win, it would take a miracle. It would take truly a miracle. I mean, they would probably need I I think they might have one timeout left. They might not have any. But they would need like a kickoff return touchdown, then like not even a 3 and out, because if they don't have any timeouts, the 40-second play clock, then that's 2 minutes right there, and then they have 1 minute left. And they still need 3 touchdowns, so I think this game is out of reach for Calvert Hall. They had a good run coming back from 30-3 to 30-17. They even got the ball back when it was 30-17. Script kick here by Zoller, but there's that crucial stop on 4th down and 10 on that screen. On that, I still am thinking about that screen pass call on 4th and 10 with the game on the line, and I just don't think that was the right play call at that time. Because on 4th down, you want to throw the ball to the line to gain. You need 10 yards, and you're throwing a screen pass at the line of scrimmage. So I just don't agree with that play call, and I think that's when the momentum shifted back to the Eagles, and that's why they're going to win this game. Two high safeties here, C.J. Davis and Anthony Redfern. Single coverage, no safety protection on the left side, Finney. What, we're not?
No.
Well, I'm not trashing.
Don't speak negatively. You speak highly.
Mason, who told you that? Who told you to say that?
Okay.
That throw barely getting off.
Yeah, nice play by the quarterback there. Avoided taking a sack. Little drag route, 5 yards. They need some tempo here, Calvert Hall.
Yes, Colin said very good there. The Calvert Hall quarterback to avoid the sack. Unfortunately, not going to be much of a gain. Only about a gain of 1 on that play. Run to the sideline by Calvert Hall, about a gain of 5.
Yeah, good play by Calvert Hall there.
Clock will continue to run. 2:20 left in this game.
Yeah, 3rd and 2 here for Calvert Hall. Even though they're most definitely going to lose this game, I think they really showed some effort and some really enthusiasm. I think they really played well in this 4th quarter. But if we saw that in the 1st quarter, they definitely would have had a chance to win. I mean, it was a 13-point game at one point. Another good run there by Calvert Hall. I mean, they're playing really well in this 4th quarter, but I think it took them a little too long to get in the rhythm, start to go against this stout Eagles defense. But the Calvert Hall defense has also played really well in the second half. They had that strip sack in the red zone, or to get their offense in the red zone. So then another run here. Gain of a couple yards to
Carry
3 yards.
Carried by Amari Roel. Number 22 for the Calvert Hall Cardinals.
Actually, even though like the game's out of reach, I like this. I know I chewed out the offensive coordinator a little bit in this game, but just my enthusiasm for the game and just trying to say what I think is right. But I like how he's treating this last drive. He's trying to establish some rhythm. He's not giving up. He's not just kneeling the ball out. He's still trying to drive downfield. Run by number 30 again. Bats to the outside. Good. Nick Abrams there missed the tackle. Great run by the Calvert Hall running back. But I like how he's not giving up at this end of this game. That's unwinnable. He's still trying to drive down the field, getting first downs, and he's showing his team not to give up, not to quit. So I like that for Calvert Hall. And this overall, it's been a really good game on both sides, especially in that 4th quarter. It was super close at one point. Calvert Hall had all the momentum in the world. Then that crucial 4th down stop. We saw Eagles defense here have a great game. Josh Brown had an interception. Camden Lawnslager He had a strip, caused a fumble. Nick Abrams caught a touchdown, the linebacker. Motion here by number 30. Good play by the quarterback by not forcing it and then running for a gain of 5 yards. And then I think they called a timeout.
3 seconds.
Oh no, they did not call a timeout,
Did
and the
not.
game is over. So great game by both sides, especially in that fourth quarter, but great win for McDonogh, going to 7-1, and Calvert Hall will fall to 4-3. Thank you for everyone for listening. Thank you for all our members of Pressbox, and hope to see you here next time.
Yeah, we saw a bit of a scare there for McDonogh in the middle of this fourth quarter. Fortunately for them, they were a win 37-17. Have a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chandler Julianelle, my partner Colin King, both commentating today, as long as Kali Raman. Very good job by both teams today. Have a safe travels home. Good afternoon, everyone.